Good morning, students. We were discussing the sample paper for the CBSE 12th paper. I have done one part of it. One part of it was done in the last lecture, students. And let us see the next part of this. The main purpose is to do practice of different type of questions, students. And after we do the practice of different type of question, then we will know how to solve these, students. So here are the some of the questions of the second part of the paper, students. The questions we have already done, just a recap of that, students. Amino acids. The question is, which is an amino acid? You already know, students, I told you in which chapter we have studied the amino acids, biomolecules. In biomolecules, students, biomolecules, when we were discussing the amino acids, students, and in that chapter we have told you, student, 20 natural amino acids. And what type of amino acids? We said you have COH, you have NH2, then H and R group was varied, student. So they have NH2 alpha amino acid. Here is example of that. A is an amino acid. This is that chloroethanoic acid. These are not amino acids. These are ammonium salts. So students, next question on the screen. Which of the following does not show positive deviation from the Raoult's law? Now, in order to discuss, we have told you what is Raoult's law, students. Raoult's law important, and those solutions which obey Raoult's law under all conditions are called ideal solutions. Ideal solutions are those solutions which obey Raoult's law at all concentrations, and there are, students, non-ideal solutions. Non-ideal solutions do not obey Raoult's law. There will be two types of deviations. We have told you: positive deviation, and negative deviation from Raoult's law, negative deviation. So we already explained to you, students, it depends on if there are two components, A and B, students. If there is a interactions, there is a B interactions. And when you mix the two, when you form a solution, student, when you form a solution, what will happen? If I mix A and B, you have AB interactions. If AB interactions are similar to AA and BB interaction, it is going to be an ideal solution. If AB interactions are weaker, the vapor pressure will increase, positive deviation. And if AB interactions are stronger, attractive force increases, negative deviation. So we have shown you two types of deviation here, which do not show, student, do not show. Clear? So those like dissolves, like when similar type of interactions will be there, where, student, both benzene, student, this is our benzene is non-polar, and CCl4, student, if I draw the CCl4, I can draw this. You know what is this, students? Tetrahedral, and equal and opposite dipoles cancel. Equal and opposite dipoles will cancel here, students. Zero dipole moment. Zero dipole moment, it is symmetric molecule, student. Therefore, both of them, this is the correct answer. Interactions will be similar in both of them. Here there will be dipole interaction in ethanol hydrogen bond. In chloroform also dipole interaction is there, CHCl3 has a dipole moment, but CCl4 does not have. This does not have because of the equal and opposite dipoles cancel out. And we talked of the IUPAC name of neopentyl bromide. Neopentyl bromide. What is neopentyl bromide? We told you how to write it, student. This is our neo group. When carbon is attached to 4 different carbons, this is a neo carbon. So what will be the name of this? This will be 1-bromo 2,2-dimethyl 1-bromo 2,2-dimethyl propane, student. So which matches with which? 1-bromo 2,2-dimethyl propane. B is the correct answer. is that when we answer questions in the paper, students, we have to think. There is no shortcut, no muggy. No shortcut, no muggy. Is it clear? Am I remembering anything in the solvation of the paper, or I have to learn, student, and understand the question very clearly, then I answer the question. Okay. Which of the following compound has a highest boiling point, student? Important question. How do you decide the boiling point, student? What compounds are given? CH3, CH2. This is this. What compound is this? CH3 thrice. CH3 thrice. Should be this compound. There is some mistake. There is a carbon. It's carbon. Okay, carbon and like this. What about this compound? This has CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, Cl. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbon. 3 carbon. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. This is a branched, highly branched, and this is a straight chain. Straight chain. This is also straight chain, students. So what is your answer, student? What is your answer on the boiling point? What rule we told you? There are contain Cl group. The larger the number of carbons in a straight chain, what will happen? The boiling point would be maximum. The boiling point will be decided by what, student? Here. Van der Waals forces. And there are two types of van der Waals forces here. What are those? London dispersion forces. London dispersion forces. And also there is a dipole interaction. Because you have Cl, this is negative, this is positive. See, there are two types of dipole forces. There is no hydrogen bonding, nothing. And this depends on, students, molecular mass. London dispersion force depends on the molar mass. Larger the molar mass, student, more will be the London dispersion force. And it decreases with branch. We know that how to answer this question. Decreases with branching because the surface area of the molecule decreases. So this will be the answer, student, here. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons, straight chain, and all others have 4 carbon, but they are branched. In the branching, there will be decrease in surface area of the molecule. Van der Waals force will decrease. Answer is B. So note down, students. 1 or 2 questions are given on boiling point or solubility in water in paper every year. Okay. Next question. The nitration reaction of amines can be controlled in order to obtain the desired para-nitroderivative as a major product by. You can see what is the type of question we must understand. This is our aniline. You are reacting this with nitration, dilute nitric acid. They were called dilute HNO3. What happens? This is a strongly activating group. You know, NH2 group is ortho para-directing and strongly activating group towards electrophilic substitution reaction, E plus. Here NO2 plus is used to, student, in the nitration. What will happen? If I add this, there is a lone pair of electrons, students. And if acid is there, it can form anilinium ion. What can happen? H plus. This can form NH3 plus anilinium ion. Then it will be meta directing. That is meta directing and also forms meta You know that in the nitration of aniline, you get three products. Student, ortho, meta, and so how do you protect it? What was done was student acetylation was done. CH3, okay. See, if you add acetic anhydride, what happens? It becomes NHCOCH3. Now you can do the nitration, student. It will produce para isomer. If I do the nitration, you will get para nitro. So what is the answer? What answer we can give here, students? How many answers are given in this case? Nitration reaction of amines can be controlled in order to obtain the desired para-nitro derivative as the major product by reacting with desired nitro by acetylation. So we do the acetylation to protect the NH2 group, then you can get the para, because then the power will be reduced and this will give me NHCOCH3. If I do the nitration and then you react back with acid to get back the para-nitro. See, so acetylation is done so that you can get pure ortho para. Please, I always tell the students, when you read NCERT, students, read it each and every word, each and every line very carefully. Pay attention, students. If attention is not paid, we will be losing something and you will not be able to answer the questions. And here what we are doing, revision of the course and practice of the different questions based on NCERT. All the questions are being done here. Pay attention, student, be with me. Next question. Amines are soluble in only slightly soluble in water. In water, organic solvents only slightly soluble in organic solvents, students. What is our answer, student? What are amines, student? RNH2. These are amines. They can form a hydrogen bond with water, students. If I have water, negative, positive, this is negative, this is positive. So they can form hydrogen bond, student, as you can see with water. The more the H, more the hydrogen bonding. Therefore, they will become soluble in water. They are soluble in water, student. Answer will be amines are soluble in water, only slightly organic, only slightly soluble in organic solvent. No, they are soluble in water is a correct answer. Next question. Next question, student. Which of the following process does not occur at the interface of the phases? In the surface chemistry, student, you have been told about that surface is a interface. At the interface it is happening, surface phenomenon. Accumulation of molecules at the surface we have told. And we know, student, corrosion, electrochemical corrosion is happening at the surface of iron, student. At the interface, it is an electrochemical process. So which of the following does not occur at the interface? This does occur at the interface. Does not, he says. So we read the question carefully. He says, which of the following not occur? Crystallization does occur at the interface. Heterogeneous catalyst, they are occurring at the surface. The correct answer is an homogeneous. In this case, student, homogeneous catalyst is the process in which reactants and product are in the same phase. In homogeneous catalyst, what happens? Reactants, students, in homogeneous catalyst, reactants and products are in the same phase. So when they are in the same phase, there will be no interface. Interface will be there if you have a solid, if you have a liquid, then there will be some interface between them. That will happen in heterocrystallization. Also, you know what crystals are being formed, solid and liquid, solid and liquid. Corrosion also you see at the surface, student, what is happening. Oxidation of iron is taking. Next question is coming, student. Measles. Where did we read this? Measles, student. When we talked of colloids, student, colloids is a very important topic. There will be questions in the paper, student, from surface. In the surface chemistry, students, we discussed that there are different type of colloids. What are different type of colloids? We told you, student, in those. You have been told about macromolecular colloids and different associated colloids. Associated colloids. What are measles, student? What are measles? You know, measles are formed when you have a definite concentration of the soap, student, which are sodium stearate. What happens, student, at a particular concentration called the measle concentration. At a particular concentration, student, what happens? They will start forming the measles. So when measles will be formed, what type of colloids are they? Hundreds of molecules, students, they join together, they form aggregate, student, aggregate. They associate, and that is what we call as associated colloids. So ideal solution, no. Adsorbed solution, no. Emulsion, no. Associated. Measles are associated colloids, which we have studied in the topic of the colloid. And we discussed the different type of colloids. And certain colloids were very large in size molecules, macrocolloids. But there were those like soap solutions that at a definite concentration, student, what happens? They start forming measles, which are responsible for the cleansing action of the soaps and measles. And these are called associated colloids. Okay, we know about it. Next question, student. Which is correct in the case of van der Waal assumption? Adsorption, van der Waal adsorption, student. Adsorption, we have told you two types of adsorption. Physisorption and student chemisorption. Very important. And you know what is the difference, student? The molecules are accumulating at the surface by weak van der Waal forces. Here, chemical bond formation takes place. And what will happen? If the molecules are sticking at the surface, student, then you need low temperatures. It decreases with increase in temperature, students. It decreases with increase in temperature. And this can form multi-layers, you know. There can be formation of multi-layer, student, in this case. What I'm saying, multi-layers are being formed, student. So the result of this, what happens, students? What happens? Then what is the answer? High temperature, high pressure. No, at high temperature, the phase option doesn't take place. Low temperature, student. That is correct. At low temperature and high pressure. At high pressure. This is the correct answer, student. Pressure is high, temperature is low. Okay? If low temperature, low pressure, then there will not be sufficient amount of particles to, from multi-molecular layer, student. High temperature, low, no. So the correct answer is low temperature and high pressure, student, for van der Waal adsorption. Van der Waal adsorption. Now here is an example, student. He says the order of reactivity of the following alcohols with halogen acids. You have studied this reaction, student. ROH plus HX. You studied this reaction. What was formed, student? RX. ठीक है, RX and what you are forming H2O, preparation of alkyl halides from alcohols. What is the order of reactivity, student? What is the order of reactivity? You have to understand everything, then we will be able to answer the question. Order of reactivity, you have seen in the NCERT, it says 3 degree is more than 2 degree is more than 1 degree for the alcohols. Reaction proceeds through carbocation mechanism. Student, carbocation is formed, and you know 3 degree carbocation is more stable than 2 degree. This is also, you have seen, student, Lucas reagent test. So many things I'm telling you now, students. Lucas reagent test, what is that test? To distinguish 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree alcohols. Know about it? Distinguish. You know that 3 degree alcohols will give immediate turbidity when you add concentrated HX and ZnCl2. Immediate turbidity, because they are reacting very fast. So what will be the order of reactivity in this case, student? What type of alcohol is this? This and this. A is 1 degree alcohol. B, this is carbon. This carbon is attached to 2 carbon, 2 degree alcohol. And C is this carbon 1, 2, 3. C is 3 degree alcohol. So the order of reactivity should be C more than B more than A. Which is the correct answer then? Where is it? C, B. Okay, B. This is the correct answer. See, I am not even seeing the answer. First, I am trying to find my answer, and then I will match my answer with the given choice. So there is no guesswork. I'm not guessing anything. No rattebazi. I know it and I'll match it. If I don't know it, how will I match it, students? How will I match it? Okay. So much practice of the question is required. Next question. Correct order of packing efficiency, student. Where did we read packing efficiency, students? In the solid state, students. Solid state questions are coming now. Solid state. What do you mean by packing efficiency? When closed packing takes place, we told you FCC, BCC, FCC, BCC, FCC is also CCP, cubical closed packing. We calculated the packing efficiency percentage. You calculated how much percentage is there, student. Highest packing efficiency was found where, student? You see that in FCC. What was the packing efficiency? 74%. We have calculated this derivation. We did it. We calculated for BCC 68%. For simple cubic, students, 52.4% was a packing efficiency. So where is it? FCC is more than BCC is more than simple cubic is my answer. FCC is more than BCC is more than simple cubic. Which is that? Where is FCC more than BCC more than simple cubic? Answer will be B, students. Here I find my answer, match it. Find the answer, match it. One of the 4 choices is correct. Next question is coming on the screen, student. Assertion and reason. This requires very strong thinking, student. Now think and match it, but see what assertion. Try to see what is the 4 assertions. They may not be in the same order as you are getting in the sample papers. The point is this. Read the 4 assertion. Now he is giving the 4 assertion after the question. It is not that I have given an A, B, C, D and I said, okay, answer all these questions. I am not saying like that. For each A, B, C, D may be different. So we have to work each and everything. The ligands NO2 and ONO are ambident. Is the statement correct, student? Is the statement correct? You have read about ambident nucleophiles. Ambident nucleophiles. Okay. What are those ambident in nature? When we studied nucleophile, other we studied in coordination compounds. In coordination compounds, what happens, student? The which one forming certain linkage isomers. We heard about the linkage isomers. Linkage isomers were formed because the ligands could bond through either of the two atoms with a central metal, that we know. He says these ligands are ambient. That is the correct statement. Okay. Then they form linkage isomer. That is also the correct statement. But is this the correct reason for this? They are both correct. But correct reason is not this, student, that they can form linkage isomer, therefore they will behave like ambient nucleophile. This is not the correct explanation. Not the correct explanation. So both assertion reason are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation. Answer will be B. Answer B here. Kindly read the 4 choices which are given to answers. They may not be same as, because he is giving different in all the 3. He is giving in every question he is giving 4 choices. He is not given choice, then he says, okay, this is the answer. Next question. Purine base are present in DNA, are adenine and guanine. We studied, student, DNA and RNA. Nucleic acid, student. And in that I told you there are 4 bases, student, which are present in DNA and RNA. And these bases, what are those bases, student? Mukara, purine base is present in DNA. The purines are the class of compounds of which adenine and guanine belongs. Purine base is present in DNA are adenine and guanine. That is true. This is correct, students. The base thymine is present in RNA, whereas base uracil is present in DNA. This statement is wrong, student. Therefore, then what is the answer? Assertion is correct, but reason is incorrect. The answer will be A, student. Answer this one. Assertion is correct, reason is incorrect. Answer will be C. So here our answer is C. Next question, student. Question number 14. Camphor is usually used in molecular mass determination. Camphor is used in molecular mass determination. Reason, what is the reason? Camphor has low cryoscopic constant, therefore causes greater depression in freezing. First statement is correct. And what about the second statement, student? Second statement is wrong. So what will be the answer? Our answer will be A, B, C. C1. Answer is C. Next question on the screen, students. Assertion: when methyl alcohol is added to water, the boiling point of water increases. Water has a higher boiling point than methyl alcohol. If you will add methyl alcohol, will the boiling point increase? This is wrong. Once this is wrong, student, then what is that? This is incorrect. Reason: when a volatile solute is added to a volatile solute is saying elevation in boiling point. This is also wrong. Because non-volatile when you add, then happens. It is volatile. What is the, both are wrong. What is the answer then? Assertion and reason are correct, but not assertion correct, statement wrong. But assertion, reason both wrong. Assertion and reason both incorrect. Both incorrect. Answer is D. Now you can see students, he has changed the fourth choice in this case, D. Earlier for D was like assertion correct, reason wrong. Assertion wrong, reason correct. Most of the time he is giving like that. But now he has changed the statement. So we have to read for every question, student, when he gives A, B, C, D. Because he may change the statement. He may change the statement. We have to pay attention, student. We have to be very careful in answering all these questions. Next question. Orthonitrophenol is less soluble in water than meta and para isomer. What is orthonitrophenol, students? This is our orthonitrophenol. At ortho position, here you know there is a intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding takes place. Within the molecule, the hydrogen bonding takes place intramolecular. Inter means when the hydrogen bonding takes place within the molecules. So when it takes place, what will happen? The solubility will become less in water because it cannot form hydrogen bond with water. It is intramolecular hydrogen bonding, not intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Water, those which will form hydrogen bonding with water, that will be intermolecular hydrogen bond. But this is intramolecular hydrogen bond. So orthonitrophenol is less soluble in water. This is correct statement. Reason meta and para nitrophenol exist as associated molecules. As associated molecules. What is saying? Associated molecules. That is also correct. Because if you will have para, what is para? Students, this is our para. Now this will form student intermolecular hydrogen bond. So they will be, what we are saying, are exist as associated. They will associate. That is also correct. But it is not the correct explanation. Not the correct explanation, student. Then what is the answer? We have to write in the paper. The assertion is correct. Both assertion and reason are correct, but the reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. He has changed the sequence. So I have to read both assertion, reason correct, but reason not the correct explanation. So the answer here is correct. So students, read the four choices very carefully. If they are same for all the question, or are they different for each question? Only according to that I will answer my question. Okay. And think, pay attention, student. Pay attention. We have to think, student. Then we answer the questions. Question number 16 is coming on the screen. Aryl halides undergo nucleophilic reactions with ease. What are aryl halogen compounds, students? Aryl halogen compounds. If I put Cl here, this is aryl chlorobenzene. This is my aryl halogen. If I want to do nucleophilic substitution, it is not easy. This bond is very strong, student. This is wrong statement. You already know this bond is difficult to break, student, because it has partial double bond character, sp2 hybridization. This is wrong. The carbon halogen bond in ethyl has partial double bond character. This is correct statement, students. Correct statement. Because you know what happens. We have studied, student. This will like this. And the result of this will be what? There will be partial double bond character. Partial double bond character. But this is not the correct explanation for this. So students, so assertion is incorrect. Assertion is incorrect and reason is correct. Where is the answer? What are the choices? Assertion is wrong. Assertion is wrong. So there is no question of any reason here. Assertion is wrong. Assertion incorrect, but reason correct. Answer is D. Answer is D. Okay. One important point to note down is, student, assertion and reason questions are very important. They will require more thinking. But at the same time, student, what you find in assertion and this type of questions, your knowledge will improve a lot. The revision will be very good because this is based on the understanding of basic concepts. There is no mugging involved in these. Differentiate between a germinal and vicinal dihalide, student. What do you mean by germinal and vicinal, student? They are dihalogen compounds. Dihalogen compounds. When the two halogens are present on the same carbon, student, same carbon. What is that? If I have one, if I have two halogens here, student, supposing I have this compound, and supposing I write this. What is this, student? When the two halogens are on the same carbon, this is called gem. Gem. And when they are on the adjacent carbons, supposing I have this, what is the what is happening, student, here? They are adjacent carbons. The two halogens are on the adjacent carbon bond. So when the two halogens, they are the same, same halogens are on one same carbon. That is my gem. And when the two halogens, when the two same halogens are on adjacent carbons, student, 1 and 2 here, as you can see, that is called vicinal halides. Vicinal halides. With example, we have shown it with example. Which of the following compounds will have highest melting point, student? Now NCERT based question. We have done that for xylenes, student. Orthometa and paraxylene in NCERT he has given. Now he has changed here. Student. So what happens here, student? This melting point depends on the student crystal lattice structure. ठीक है, crystal lattice structure. So when you have symmetric molecule, student, symmetric molecule, the packing is closed, more closed packing, and then it will have higher melting point. It will have higher melting point. The closer the packing, Packing more close, students. Particles are more closely packed, more energy will be required to melt. Is it right? So which is the most symmetric molecule here? Here you can see this, no, this doesn't have a symmetry. Similarly, here also doesn't, but this you can see molecule looks quite symmetric, student, as you can see. Cl, Cl. So these molecules are going to pack more closely. Which of the following will have highest? This will have the highest melting point. The answer will be, student, 1, 2, 3. This one will have the highest melting point. 1, 2, 3. Because this packing will be closest due to students, the molecules will fit into each other better because of the symmetry of the molecules. This molecule is more symmetric. So they will fit into each other more closely. Okay, important. State Henry's law and mention two important applications. You already know the statement of Henry law. What was that? You know the Henry law statement. It is given in the book also. Nothing to explain to you. Just write the statement of the Henry's law. The partial pressure of a gas is proportional to its mole fraction. Two applications, important, student. Applications are always asked. For the Henry's law, you are aware of it. Aerated drinks are packed at high pressure because with increase in pressure, the solubility of the gas increases, students. Other, you have seen the scuba diving, how they are diluting the cylinders which they are carrying with helium, student. Helium. So many applications, whichever you can list, student, you can give. Nothing much for us to explain here. You already know. If you have any doubt, you can read the NCERT and the statement and the application, which we already told you. The soda bottles are packed at high pressure, student. You are aware of that. Why does bleeding stop by rubbing moist alum, student? Moist alum. What is moist alum, student? What is moist alum, student? What is moist alum? So moist alum has got highly charged ions which neutralize the charged protein molecules present in the blood. Okay? This is what we call as, student, coagulation. This is based on coagulation, students. Blood is a colloid, you know, there is a charge on the blood, student. Charge is there. Okay? So coagulation of different blood proteins. The blood proteins, students, they are colloids. They are charged. They have charges. And if you add, student, alum, what will happen? Alum contains alum. This contains oppositely charged ions. And they will do the coagulation. They will coagulate and the bleeding will stop. Coagulation will take place. Opposite ions will cancel and coagulation, bleeding will stop. This example of coagulation, student, bleeding will stop. Coagulation is the word which is important here. Oppositely charged ions will react, coagulate, and then bleeding will stop. Okay. Explain the term dialysis with a suitable example, student. You have heard about dialysis of kidney also. And in the NCERT, they have explained very clearly, student, dialysis. So you have to explain what is that, what we do in dialysis. We remove the dissolved substances from colloidal solution by the process of osmosis, student, through a semi-permeable membrane. So you have seen a parchment bag, student, which is used as a colloidal solution. And what happens in this The colloidal particles are there and the impurities are smaller in size. They pass through semi-permeable membrane. That is what we call as dialysis. And you are also aware of electrodialysis because dialysis is a slow process. If we apply electric field, these are charged particles. They will speed up the process of this. Is more interesting. You can read NCERT answers. We already explained to you, but nothing much is required. Nothing much is required. Student, next question. Define activation energy of a reaction. Student, you already know, student. What do you mean by activation energy? Whenever a reaction takes place, student, you have been shown that if this is a reactant, this is the product, this is the energy, and this is the reaction progress, reaction coordinate or progress, then the minimum energy which must be possessed by the reactant to form the product. Student, activation energy. Activation energy. So minimum energy that is required. Reaction is second order with respect to a reactant. With respect to a reactant, student. That means what will happen to the rate K. ठीक है, second order. Second order means, student, if R goes to P, R the scale. Order is 2. How is the rate effective? How is the rate affected, student, if the concentration is reduced to half? R1 is equal to K into R the square, and R2 will be equal to K is a constant, R by 2 the square. So then what will be R2 by R1? If I take R2 by R1, student, what will you get? This is R by 2 the square divided by R the square. This R and R square will cancel. So this will be 1 by 4, student. 1 by 4. So the rate will become 1/4, student. Concentration half, rate 1/4, student. Important. What is the unit of the rate constant? This is a second order reaction. For second order reaction, how you calculate the unit, student? I told you that this is your rate is equal to K R the square. R is concentration. What is the units of rate? Rate is mole per liter per second inverse divided by, and what is this? Mole per liter the scale. That will be the units of the K. Now you can cancel. One of this will cancel with this. So what unit you will get? What unit will you get, student? This will become mole inverse. L minus 1 become L and S minus. So you should know how to calculate unit. Important question, student. Important question. Such a question is important. Whenever such questions will be given, they will be very, very important questions, student, because they will ask you to calculate. They will ask you to calculate, students, the units of the K. Units of K is very important. We have told you how to calculate. We have given you a formula to calculate, student, the units. You can calculate the units, student. Zero order, first order, second order, or any order can be given. Important question. Important question. Any doubt in this type of until now? You have been able to solve all large number of questions. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, you understand what we are doing. Every question is important. What happens when ethanol is heated in constant at 453? Explain the mechanism of the reaction. A very important question. You have CH3, CH2OH. This is our ethanol, student, ethanol. If you will heat it with temperature here is high. When high temperature is there, 453 Kelvin. At 413 Kelvin, you know, in the NCERT, you will see that ethanol is converted into ether or ethene by change of temperature, H plus. H plus, this is an acid concentrated H plus of 4 student. The product is already known to you, CH2, CH2, H2. So you will get ethene student, ethene. Now mechanism is very important here. There are 3 steps student. I said that this is important question student, and can be asked in the paper student. So in step 1, we know what happened. This is the protonation text. First step is protonation student. Step 1, protonation. Important question for the paper student. What will happen then? CH3, CH2, O, H plus. This will happen student. What will happen? This will attach here. Or I can, let me show it like this. What will happen? These are the lone pair of electrons. They will take up this proton, CH3, CH2, O, H, H. Then there is one lone pair of electron and plus. Now oxygen carrying a positive charge is not stable because oxygen is electronegative element. It will try to, what it will try to do? It will try to get its electrons. So how it get electrons? So oxygen will try to take the electrons. Step 2. Step 2 is student formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation student. That is the rate determining step. That is the slowest step here. What will happen student? CH3, CH2O. This is plus. So what will happen? The water is a good living group. Oxygen will take these electrons from this bond student, and the result will be CH3, CH2 plus carbocation and water. Water leaves. Now the step 3 will be there, student. That will be the abstraction of a proton, because this carbon positive charge is not a stable situation. So it will try to come to the original state student. Then what it will do? What it will do student? This is your positive charge carbon. So the result of this is student, proton will be extracted. You have used H, actually it was H2SO4, which was H plus and HSO4 minus. So I can say that what will happen then? HSO4 minus is there in the solution. So what happens student? This comes and this goes with it. The result is CH, H double bond, CH, H, and you get back the acid H. Get back the acid H. So this is your ethene student, and this acid, this is acid, it comes back as it went. Okay? H2SO4 H plus and HSO4 minus here. So these are the 3 steps student. Important question. We can show the reaction, how it takes place. One of the mechanism is coming in your paper. One of the mechanism is coming 3-step mechanism. One of it could be this question. So you should know what are the steps which you have to write, student. What is a lanthanide contraction? What is the effect on the chemistry of element which follow the lanthanide, student? What we find in the case of the lanthanide, we shown that with increase in atomic with increase, what happens with increase in atomic number, with increase in atomic number for the lanthanides, lanthanum, cerium, we have seen from how it moves from 57 to 71. What happened with increase in atomic number? With increase in atomic number, students, okay, there is a decrease in atomic and ionic size. There is a decrease in atomic and ionic size. Okay? There is a decrease in atomic and ionic size. This is called lengthened contraction. This is called student lengthened. What is the effect of this? The effect comes in the 3D, 4D, and 5D series. The size of the 5D series element becomes almost equal to. What is the effect of that? The size of, this is first part of it, 23. And this is also 23. The size of 5D series elements becomes almost equal to 4D series. You have seen that consequence of the lengthened contraction. So, for example, zirconium and hafnium have almost similar radii. Okay? They have similar radii. And they have similar properties, and even difficult to separate them because of this reason. Next question, student. Br2 heat and UV light. Important question has been asked. When Br2 in the UV light will create radicals, student. And this is not an addition reaction of the double bond. Addition reaction doesn't take place at double bond. So it will be, we have seen substitution reaction. Substitution reaction, student. We have shown you free radical halogenation mechanism in the chart book. So when these two hydrogens are there, or these, any of these hydrogen will be major monohalo. He says give major monohalo, because read the question carefully. Either you remove this hydrogen or this hydrogen, makes no difference. Any of the two product will be same. So what will be the product? Then you will get this product. Important question, student. This has been asked many times. This one, or you put here. The window panes of old buildings are thick at the bottom, student. Why? Because you know glass behaves as a, this glass flow, student, has a property to flow. The flow down very slowly and makes the bottom thicker. Okay? Glass panes are, they are not true solid but super cooled liquids. Glass is a super cooled liquid, students. Okay? They are also called pseudo solids. And it flows slowly due to sun energy, sun heat. Okay? Sun heat, it flows. And the window panes will become slightly, thicker as you see very old building, Why is water liquid H2S gas? This you already know. Strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding, students. All right, this ends up the section B of this sample paper. We continue more tomorrow with section C of the sample paper. And therefore, I will meet you in my next class. I hope you are understanding the question, students, and you can solve such questions in the paper. Tell me, do you have any doubt? Do you have any doubt, students?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, then I will see you.
Thank you, sir.